Hello, it's me, Garik, for the Americans, non-Russian speakers. Just Gary. Meow. If you're not sure what it's referring to, you watched the wrong cartoons. I hope this is the last type of video I do like this. I feel like I did something like this similar when I survived COVID, and I really wanted to tell people facts of what happened. But here it goes. I want to cover sort of like what's going on with me right now, what happened and why I haven't been posting on YouTube, and haven't been really active on Instagram or any social media. And also how you guys actually can get involved. If you're watching this on YouTube, it would mean the world if you can subscribe. One of my goals when I started to do YouTube was to get that little plaque when you get 100 followers. Not 100, I'm sorry, 100,000 followers. I don't know if I'll get it. But if you can, пожалуйста, subscribe. Garik Suharik TV. I feel like my mom would say, Garik, какой TV? Ты TV? Ты же номеро uno. Клоун. Тебе надо было быть в цирке. Don't you love our parents? And then my babushka will go something like,
Так, оставь его в покое, пожалуйста. Не дергайте моего Гарика. Гарик, иди сюда. Иди сюда. На, возьми $20. Купи себе что-то хорошенькое.
We love our babushkas, huh? And now there's new ones. Ones that you can't call babushkas anymore. If, say, their name is Sveta. Я не бабушка Света, я просто Света.
Светочка, я тебя сейчас плохими словами не буду обзывать, но... Сделай шарап.
I don't know what just happened. It's very dangerous to do sometimes these videos and ideas come into your head and your wigs are like right there.
It feels like I should do this.
I did not plan whatever just happened before. I don't want to make this video any type of clickbait video or anything like that. I really want to tell you what's going on with me, and I really want to tell you what's going on in the past. And I think maybe it will help me as well. But I also want to tell you guys about some of the projects because I actually want people to get involved in what I'm doing as well. You guys see the post, maybe you don't know what it is. Birthright Taglit is sort of an organization that you could go to Israel for free if you're Jewish, or if you're Jewish and if one of your parents is Jewish. After I posted my last video, I think it was like around May, I did Russian-speaking parents going to a Russian restaurant. I know now everyone can say Russian. For me, back then, and till this day, it's sort of like a Soviet experience. So I posted that video. I was working a lot with organizing a bus. And I organized buses for the Russian-speaking community from the US and Canada. And what happened was I was supposed to have 4 trips that were supposed to leave. Then it was 3 trips. Then it was 2 trips. And then it ended up being only 1 because so many people canceled because there was restrictions. The only way you could have went if you were vaccinated. I'm very fortunate to be vaccinated, and I was one of the first wave because I have a medical condition, so I had to make sure. And as you probably know, if you've seen my last videos, I almost died from it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to risk it. I don't want to die. My roommate at the time, Serge Onik, was supposed to staff one of my trips. And beyond grateful to Israel Outdoors, they end up giving him, because my trip got canceled, the one that he was supposed to staff, so he ended up staffing a different trip. So this is back in middle of July. Middle of July, my roommate leaves to Israel to staff a trip. He ended up extending for a few days. I'm leaving August 2nd. Fast forward, as I'm leaving the apartment and flying out to Israel, my roommate is coming back. So I didn't get to see him, but had an amazing trip. Now I'm flying back from Israel around the 16th-ish. And I usually don't watch any movies when I'm on the plane. I'm just sleeping, or I'm listening to a podcast, or listening to some music. I usually do a lot of writing when I fly, and I was doing a lot of writing. For some reason, when I'm sitting in a plane, you can't really talk to anyone that much, and it's just really nice to just be the time where you write. And I had a bunch of projects planned up. I was supposed to shoot a few projects I don't want to name because they didn't happen. And then I ended up watching a really beautiful movie. It was a cartoon called Soul. And I actually shed a tear. That movie was so amazingly put together and really hit the soul for me. To me landing full of energy, not the person to really cry when I'm watching a movie, and getting a text message from my cousin that my grandfather passed away from my father's side. That was not what you sort of expect to get a text anytime ever. That was not easy. I mean, it's never easy. It's something I haven't really dealt with too much in my life. I haven't lost too many people in my family. Yeah. And I came back, saw my roommate. He looked so happy, tanned and good looking, and told me about his trip. And I was telling him about my trip. I think he had some kind of wedding that he was at. He was telling me how beautiful it was. And he also recently, like last year, lost his grandfather as well, to COVID. So I did a lot of like walking when I came back, and did some meditation and relaxation, just like chilling out. And I sort of like needed time for my projects. I put a pause on them for my guys. I just need like a week or two just to like, I just came back from Israel, and to then a week later, my roommate Serge Onik passed away, and I miss him so much. It was weird because we always see each other all the time. It's like we always have like these breaks in between. We sort of didn't see each other pretty much for like a whole month. I don't know what happened, but I hope he's doing okay. I know he comes back to me in my dreams all the time. He was there recently saying, "Gary, enough with this stuff. Just go work." But after that, I ended up giving up the place where we're living at. And I ended up putting my stuff in storage and throwing a lot of the stuff out, and then I'm going to leave to LA. Just like my friend offered me to come stay with him and just like, be here. And it's sort of like my second family. So thank you guys so much. This stuff really changes who you are. Everything about you. Somebody to lose their life at such an early age is just so sad. Our grandparents, and it's never the best experience, but I would say like most of our grandparents, if we did lose them, like we're happy for them that they seen us grow up, and they had a sort of like a complete life, a full circle in a way. But it's just like awful. It's just awful. And it's just to see a person who just like had a plan and had goals and like really like full of energy. And so I still miss you guys. I remember you. I don't know. I was in LA and I did a amazing collaboration with Tim Milgram. We did a video dance thing on Instagram and YouTube. I posted it. It was dedication to Serge. Miss you so much. Miss your dance classes that you were teaching your students, and just seeing you always dancing, literally creating like dances literally within minutes. Like this guy can create. Such a talented person and such a lovable person. Never wanted to offend anyone, and always like was the first one to apologize if something was said wrong or anything. It was just like such an easy person just to like. I miss you, Serge, and so many of my projects, and I think every single one will be always dedicated to you. I know you're with us and you're with your loved ones. So after that, I sort of couldn't really work. I tried to do some videos here and there, and I just couldn't work. It just, you hear these stories of people losing someone or something happening traumatic to someone, and you never think it's gonna be you. And then it is you, and you're like, wow, like this stuff is so real. Everything is so real. I can't imagine, like somebody who like has kids who lose their kids. It's just like, it's an awful thing. So ever since then, I haven't been really posting much. I have tried to post. I haven't been doing YouTube stuff. I had a few things I was supposed to work on, and it didn't really pan out because I really constantly I'm like, I need a break. I can't do this. I can't do this. And slowly I started doing these cameo videos that like got me a little bit back and afloat, and I like made some money off that, and because I was like going through all my like savings that I had. So I want to say really huge thanks to everyone who booked me for a cameo video or like a shout out video for your business, especially during those times. I feel like sort of like connecting, like what happens is usually when I do these videos, everything goes through my manager, and once the manager figures everything out, I'm already connected to the client who is booking me to do a video for them. And it was so nice to like talk to people, because I do like a FaceTime call or a regular call depending if like I'm available to do a FaceTime, and just talking to them made me so happy, and it made me like forget about anything that happened in my life or is going on in my life, and literally sort of being homeless and couch surfing from my friend's place in LA to going to Miami and staying with my friends out there and coming back to my mom's place. It's not what I envisioned my life to be. I didn't think I'll have like my own place for a few years and then be back at your mom's place, but I'm not ashamed of having to go back to my mom's place. I'm actually beyond grateful that I have a place here that I can call home as well. And then a few months later, after that, my other grandfather passes away, and it's just like, oh my God, is this gonna stop? Is this? It's like when it rains, it pours. And I'm the kind of person who's just like, I'm so passionate about what I do, and I like go off these feelings, and you try to create, and there's like this blockage, this road. It reminds me sort of like when I wanted to become an actor, there was like these hurdles, and like every single time you want to get booked a gig, or you book a gig, or you get finally a role, and then they cut your scene, and just like it's just hard to be an artist. When I remember struggling when I was like 17 years old. And it's just like, you have to overcome this. This shall pass. Or what's the famous phrase? This too shall pass. And beyond grateful for the professionals who've helped me talk through a lot of these issues, to finally like setting up a few projects to like now it's 2022, and to the Ukraine war happening. And this stuff is just, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. And now you're like, I can't post because this is happening, and it's not because I don't want to talk about it. We should talk about Ukraine. Like, this is serious. I'm sorry, I really didn't mean for this video to be this long. I didn't realize how much will come out while I started talking. And I also don't think it would be fair to rush through any of this. I'm sorry and not sorry, I'm sorry, but like I didn't mean for this video to be anything. I really want you guys to know what's going on with me. I have never been too much of a person who like shares too much about myself. I just want to be this person who, I wanted to be this person who just like does this video, makes you guys laugh and has a personal life. But like, I feel like you guys are my family, and I think you guys should know what's happening with me, and I'm not just taking anything for granted in my life. Beyond grateful that I can wake up and do this video and post this, and I hope you guys are just as in tuned with yourself of being grateful. I told myself I'm going to start doing these videos that I've been saying I'm going to be doing. Like, I couldn't do any more videos for YouTube. I just couldn't. Not because I didn't want to, I wanted to. But now we're shifting a different way of my skits that I do. It's going to be more in a a show format. So I really want to do like my skits more of like a actual series. So that's why you're not really seeing that, and you're not going to see it for until like I start shooting the show. So if anyone is interested in being a part of it, or anyone is interested in investing in it, I'm going to be producing myself. I was supposed to produce it with a production company from here and then from Russia, actual Russia, and I'm happy I didn't do that. I want to make sure I have full control of the content. I want to make sure I'm doing content for us. I've always been doing content for people who, like myself, who left the former Soviet Union. We're like such a beautiful culture niche of like these people who left and have like this English, and we speak Russian, or you speak Ukrainian, or you speak Armenian, or you speak Farsi, and you or Bulgarian, and all these beautiful countries, Moldovan, Belarusian. So I will be producing a show format of my skits. It's gonna be really nice. I'm really excited for it. The whole season, my first season, is sort of written. I'm gonna be getting a few writers on board. If you're a big writer or someone who like works in the field and wants to be part of my team, who like sort of like revise the script a little bit, I'm all for. I love collaborations and having more people in the room just to make this like show really great. Then when Serge and I got a place together, it was supposed to be originally me, Serge, and Eric. I wanted to make a cool artist house of people who come from the former Soviet Union. Then Eric ended up winning the lottery in Town with his girlfriend, and he ended up going to live there with her right before COVID started. God, my hair is crazy. So it ended up being that we had a beautiful 3-bedroom apartment, and it was so nice because we had like an extra room, sort of like a closet space / like me editing and doing projects, and also like a side where he can do like emails. And it was just like a really nice place. So, and the reason we put that together is like to bring artists together. Is like idea that we put together. That's something I really still want to do. And if you're interested in doing something like that, or work in the real estate, to do a project to put something where artists who are from the former Soviet Union can like be together and collaborate and mix ideas, that is something I really want to start. Definitely like New York, LA, maybe Miami, and just have like a safe place for like artists just to come and like sort of like the Soho house where you could come, and it's like a sort of exclusive club, or like have members, but it's exclusively for artists. It's so funny that like sometimes when you feel like, I feel like there's a lot of discrimination towards artists, because every single time you sort of like say, oh, you work as a lawyer, you work at this, like, oh, so cool, like, but like when you tell certain people that you work as an artist, they look at you differently. They like respect you, but at the same time, they're like, I don't know, I've felt like different reactions towards people of how they view certain artists. I actually definitely was discriminated a lot for being an artist in certain places. But then we were supposed to put a project together for a podcast, and it just didn't pan out. Like, I didn't have the equipment. I ended up doing the GoFundMe. I finally got the equipment, and I've always wanted to do a podcast before it even became like a cool thing. So I made a channel, and I already have pretty much everything set up. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be shooting the first season of the podcast, which I've been trying to do for the past, I would say, like 3 years. And it's going to be called Spilling the Chai with Y, SCHAY. So it's like a little Soviet twist to it. And it's going to be me interviewing super successful people that I know. That it doesn't have any like specifics. God, I'm so sorry I'm talking for so long. So that's what's going on with me right now. I'm putting my show together. I'm going to be shooting the first season of Spilling the Chai podcast, which is pretty much just to summarize, and I'll drop the link somewhere below. It's just me interviewing super successful people that I know specifically that are part of my life. Maybe the first season is like related to like people who are coming from the former Soviet Union, maybe not, and just hearing about their successes and just talking to like super successful people. I love to be around people who have energy and do different things. So I'm excited for that, and I'm going to be shooting that in LA. Please look out for that. I know right now what I'm doing right now, if you're a business, I'm not really, like I said, doing any YouTube videos right now because like everything is turning into a format of a show, and I'm still doing my Instagram skits and stuff like that, but I know a lot of businesses that I actually reached out to. So most of the videos that you've seen from Brian Bazaar, Tete-a-Tete, who else did I do videos with? The liquor store. It's a lot of videos that like I get these ideas and I reach out to the business and I'm like, hey, let's do a collaboration. I think like this idea is really funny, and we do a whole production, and it's sort of like helping out the business, getting its name out there as well. So if you're a business that wants a video, what I'm offering now is that, say you have a business, I can do Instagram videos for your channel. I think it's better to do like where I can do a video for your channel and you are getting the views, and then I can share it. Like sometimes you might see me share a video of a video that I did for somebody, and I share it, and it's like really nice to see that like, hey, this person had 100 views on their Instagram, and now that I did a video for them and I shared it on my page, now they have like 4,000 to 5,000 views on that video. And that brings me so much happiness that like, you guys will click on it, you would support that business. That's a business is also supporting me. So if you're a business that wants to collaborate and have me do content for you guys, meantime while I'm doing a lot of these projects, it would be amazing, and it would mean so much because it would support me as well. And the email is bookbabafira@gmail.com if you guys want to reach out. So just a quick recap, because I'm losing my train of thought. I thought I'm gonna do like maybe a 10-minute video. I have no idea how long this video is, but I wanted to tell you what happened with me and what's going on with me. It's definitely still crazy to me that like that you could just like have a beautiful place and a space to create, and then you don't, and then your friend is dead, and both your grandfathers are dead, and now you're literally pretty much homeless and just like trying to find inspiration somewhere. But I just want to quickly recap. I have my show that's going to be coming out if you're interested in getting involved as a writer. The first season is pretty much written, but I do want to get a couple of writers and people who are going to be on the board with me to like revise the episodes. If you're interested in being an investor in something like this, I don't want any really advertisements going to be part of my creative videos I want to do. I just want to do a video the way I want to do it. I always wanted to help our community a lot, so like I reached out to a lot of businesses that I know to like, let's like help each other out. I'm gonna make a fun video and let me do like a cool sort of subliminal sort of like promotion for you guys, and they loved it. To now like also doing these podcasts. I'm so excited for that. I'm so beyond grateful. I raised the money because of you guys through GoFundMe, and all the money was there. I do want to start an artist house for artists who come from the Soviet Union that I want to be a part of, sort of like making a nonprofit. If you're in real estate, or you know you are interested in being involved with that and coming in for this project as well, I think it's so important for us as creatives to have like a space where we can like meet other people. There's something beautiful about meeting other people, and I love meeting like other Russian-speaking Jews or Russian-speaking period people. I speak Russian, but it's like I'm from Ukraine, but I still speak Russian, so I want to make sure that like that we're always together. I'm also putting a short film together, and I'm doing everything one at a time. You know, I'm not getting too ahead of myself. I'm doing this first and this first and this first. I just want to tell you, and then I'm definitely working on a big feature-length project that I've been working, I think, for about 7 years, and it's already at the final process. I honestly don't want to take too much of your time. If you've stayed this long, thank you so much. I have a couple of videos coming out. I was helping a project for raising money for Ukraine. That's coming out, and we're going to try to raise money to help the people who are putting like packages that go out there, people who are helping refugees in Tijuana and Mexico. A lot of Ukrainians are stranded in other countries and need places to stay, or different hotels and lodging. And last, my YouTube page here. So I have two YouTube pages. I have the Garik Suharik that you're probably watching this video right now. That is on like sort of my mainer channel, like I don't even know what I'm saying. But like I'm gonna be doing more of like YouTube style videos. I don't know where I have this phone. Let me go get it. So I got a BlackBerry. I don't know if you guys know, they're almost, I think, discontinued and stuff. And I'm going to be connecting with you guys. We can you guys will be able to call me, or I will maybe do it for the first video where you guys can DM me your number, and we can talk to you. We can talk to your babushka. We talk to your mom, and it's going to be sort of like a YouTube video where I'm connecting with my fans. So I'm going to be doing more of like a YouTube style, like more mainstream videos that I wanted to do that don't specifically have to be in speaking in Russian, but I'm going to be doing that. That's one idea that I have that's coming up right now. I'm going to be probably using different devices. I want Eric to be a part of one of the videos. He has a cool announcement coming out soon. And then what else? And for the Baba Fira channel, I think I still have, I don't know how many maybe 12,000 subscribers on my Baba Fira channel. If you are watching that, you can subscribe there as well. I'm going to be doing cool videos where Babushka is sort of like split screen reacting to other videos, because I think Babushka is like the best roast master. You guys might know or don't know, I do performances as Baba Fira at people's birthday parties, and it's really beautiful. I come in roast families. How it works is whoever books me, they have an event, and I would sit down on a call, and I would take notes and take down information about everyone who's sort of there at the event, and I will come in and do a personalized roast. It's not really a stand-up bit, and it's amazing. I've been sort of doing that word of mouth. I know I post sometimes, but I love doing those performances. So I think doing Babushka reaction videos on that channel would be amazing. So that's what I have going on. If you're interested in getting involved, please email bookbabafira@gmail for anything. If you're interested if you're a writer, you want to be involved with the writing processes of what I'm doing, if you want to be part of production, if you are interested in investing into any of the projects that I mentioned, or want to get involved from the real estate point of view for getting help for this house for our Soviet babies. But I just want to say thank you. I don't like to be this vulnerable. It's not my thing, but I think I really wanted to. I really wanted to be vulnerable with you guys. I really want you to know what's going on. And I think it's very important to share